Tesla, once the uncontested leader in the electric vehicle EV market, is facing a multi-front crisis in Europe. Reports for August 2025 indicate that the company's sales have collapsed across key European markets, raising serious concerns about Tesla's ability to maintain its dominance in one of the world's most competitive automotive regions. Analysts, investors, and EV enthusiasts alike are taking note. Tesla's market share in Europe is slipping fast, and competitors are capitalizing aggressively. In France, Tesla's sales fell 47.3%, while the overall EV market grew by 2.2%. In Sweden, the drop was catastrophic, an 84% plunge as the market grew 6%. Denmark saw a 42% decline, and the Netherlands a 50% decline. Even Norway, often seen as Tesla's stronghold, only saw a 21% increase, dwarfed by BYD's 218% growth. In Spain, overall EV sales surged 161%, but BYD's growth of 400% highlights the increasing challenge Tesla faces from Chinese manufacturers. Tesla's market share in the European Union has fallen from 2.5% to 1.7%, signaling a sharp decline in influence in a market where German automakers such as Volkswagen, Mercedes, and BMW are rapidly accelerating their EV programs. Chinese rivals like BYD, NIO, XPeng, and Zeekr are pushing aggressively into Europe, combining competitive pricing with advanced technology and appealing aesthetics. Tesla, in contrast, has not introduced a new mass-market model since 2020, leaving its lineup looking dated to many European consumers. Adding to the problem is Tesla's political baggage. Elon Musk's overt support for former U.S. President Trump and certain far-right movements in Europe has polarized Tesla's brand. Surveys show that over 50% of European consumers now say they would refuse to buy a Tesla due to political concerns. In a region where brand image, environmental responsibility, and social alignment matter deeply, this political entanglement is a growing disadvantage. Price strategy, once Tesla's main lever, is also backfiring. Frequent price cuts intended to boost demand have caused used Tesla vehicles to plummet in value, with the Model Y dropping 41% in some markets. In the UK, second-hand Tesla sales have surged 270% due to cheap deals flooding the market, creating concerns among potential new buyers about instant depreciation. This dynamic is hurting both new and used car demand, eroding brand confidence further. The result is a perfect storm for Tesla: outdated products, aggressive competition from both European and Chinese automakers, political controversy, damaging brand perception, and collapsing used car values undermining buyer confidence. Meanwhile, competitors like BYD are rising rapidly, capturing attention, expanding showroom presence, and rolling out state-of-the-art EVs with strong resale value and appealing technology. This video will break down the Tesla crisis in Europe, exploring sales collapse, market share erosion, political backlash, price strategy failures, and the broader competitive landscape. By the end, viewers will understand why Tesla is losing its grip on the European EV market and what this might mean for the company's global ambitions. The most immediate sign of Tesla's troubles is the dramatic sales decline across multiple European markets. In France, Tesla's sales dropped 47.3%, despite a modest 2.2% growth in the overall EV market. Analysts attribute this to Tesla's aging product lineup, lack of new mass-market models, and competition from both domestic and international brands. In Sweden, the collapse was even more severe, an 84% drop, highlighting Tesla's vulnerability outside traditional strongholds. Denmark and the Netherlands reported declines of 42% and 50%, respectively. While Norway did see growth at 21%, it pales in comparison to BYD's meteoric 218% surge, indicating a shift in consumer preference toward Chinese EVs offering competitive technology, pricing, and features. Spain tells a similar story. Overall EV sales rose 161%, but BYD captured 400% growth, signaling that Tesla's dominance is being actively challenged by new entrants. Competitors are entering Europe with aggressive pricing, local supply chains, and innovative vehicle features, all while Tesla relies on its existing models with minimal updates. Tesla's performance across Europe illustrates a critical point. Brand reputation and first-mover advantage are no longer sufficient. Competitors are rapidly eroding Tesla's edge by combining modern designs, practical EV ranges, and appealing price points. If the trend continues, Tesla risks losing its remaining European market share entirely. Tesla's EU market share has plummeted from 2.5% to 1.7%, a worrying decline for a company that once dominated the European EV conversation. Several factors contribute to this erosion: stagnant product offerings, increased competition, and aggressive marketing by rivals. Tesla has not launched a mass-market EV since 2020, leaving its lineup outdated. Consumers now have alternatives that offer better range, faster charging, more advanced tech features, and appealing designs. Chinese automakers such as BYD, NIO, XPeng, and Zeekr are pushing aggressively, targeting Europe with competitively priced models and strong after-sales service. German automakers, Volkswagen, Mercedes, and BMW, are also accelerating their EV programs. New models like VW's ID.5 and Mercedes' EQS SUV are closely matched to Tesla in performance and features, sometimes surpassing Tesla in range, charging speed, and interior quality. Analysts argue that Elon Musk appears to be ignoring reality, focusing more on U.S. markets and high-profile initiatives than on staying competitive in Europe. The shrinking market share also has long-term implications for Tesla's brand perception and investor confidence. As market share declines, Tesla loses its influence over pricing, brand prestige, and resale value, making it increasingly vulnerable to competitors who offer modern, locally relevant products. Tesla's European troubles are compounded by political factors. Elon Musk's political activities, including funding Trump and expressing support for far-right movements in Europe, have polarized public perception. In several surveys, over 50% of European consumers indicated they would refuse to buy a Tesla based on political considerations alone. Europeans increasingly view Tesla not just as a car company, but as a politically loaded brand. In markets where environmental stewardship, corporate responsibility, and public image matter, Tesla's association with controversial political figures is a liability. Competitors with neutral or socially responsible brand identities are benefiting, positioning themselves as better aligned with European values. Brand polarization also impacts sales indirectly. Retailers and partners are cautious, potentially limiting Tesla's distribution and marketing effectiveness, while consumers hesitate to invest in vehicles that may carry social stigma or perceived political risk. Tesla's frequent price cuts were intended to stimulate sales, but have unintentionally undermined consumer confidence. Used Tesla models, particularly the Model Y, have fallen by 41%, eroding perceptions of vehicle value. In the UK, second-hand Tesla sales have surged 270% due to cheap deals flooding the market. This creates a paradox. While price cuts aim to attract buyers, they signal depreciation risk, discouraging potential customers from paying full price for new models. Consumers now fear instant depreciation, reducing the effectiveness of Tesla's sales incentives. Price instability also affects the secondary market, which in turn impacts new sales. When buyers see massive discounts or rapid depreciation on used models, they hesitate to invest in new vehicles, leading to a self-reinforcing cycle of declining demand. Tesla's European crisis is a combination of several critical issues: outdated product lines, brutal competition, political backlash, and used car value collapse. Meanwhile, competitors, particularly BYD, are capitalizing on the vacuum, rolling out modern EVs, expanding showrooms, and marketing effectively to local consumers. This situation forces Tesla to rethink strategy in Europe. New model launches, brand repositioning, and localized marketing may be necessary. Failure to act could permanently erode Tesla's foothold in Europe, with long-term consequences for global ambitions. Analysts note that Tesla's challenges in Europe are a warning for global markets. High brand recognition and early dominance do not guarantee continued success in the face of nimble competitors, political risk, and consumer sensitivity to value. For investors, Europe may no longer be a growth engine, and strategic adjustments are urgent. The takeaway is clear. Tesla faces a multi-front crisis, and its ability to respond will determine whether it remains a global EV leader or cedes ground to emerging competitors, especially fast-moving Chinese brands like BYD.